up to him. I can't imagine you get much of a rise out of Vesuvius, being what you are. Maybe I'll have more luck with you.
And who are you?
I think we should get to know each other a little better upstairs, where we can be ourselves. Come up to my room. Just 14 little steps. I'll make it worth it. Believe me.
Lead the way. Steps, huh? Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Posters on the wall. We got. Oh, I can't go over there. We got Cindy over there. Let's look in hot tub. B&B. Candy. And they all end with an I. Instead of a Y.
Isn't this better? You and me alone for just a little while. Away from jihad and the nonsense and the dangers. Just the two of us. I don't want to spoil the moment, but there's a reason I needed to speak to you alone.
Just a wild guess, but you're a Toreador, aren't you?
Oh yes. What gave me away?
Your passion.
How absolutely intoxicating for you to notice. I'm beginning to think bringing you up here was an even better idea than I thought. The reason I asked you up here is because I and the rest of the Hollywood kindred have been under surveillance lately by hunters. I didn't want you to say anything that might draw attention.
I appreciate it.
Think nothing of it. I'm Velvet. Velour. Call me Velvet. It's been months since I've seen anyone new in here. I was starting to take it personally. And who should finally walk in but a real celebrity? I've heard a lot about you. So, wouldn't you like to know about me?
What should I ask?
I'm like a book. All you have to do is run your finger down my spine and crack me open to see what I'm about.
Tell me about your hunter problem, and then we'll worry about fingers later on.
Hunters. Yes. They've been staking out Hollywood for several weeks. They've been in Ash's club, mine, a few others. I think they're whittling down their list of suspects. I'm a bit nervous. Until recently, I had one right under my nose.
What do you mean?
For a few weeks, one of them was working here at Vesuvius, keeping an eye on the clientele. I found a weapon in her locker and I fired her. She's still in Hollywood watching my club. And me.
Maybe I could take care of her.
Would you? I think it might be a little much to ask.
Depends. What is it worth to you?
I've got a girl, Misty. She's divine and a willing blood doll for the right amount of money. I'll set her up for you. My treat.
I'd rather have money, but anyways. I'll take it. What do you want me to do?
You'd really be willing to do this for me? I won't lie. It's gonna be dangerous. But if you got rid of her, I'd be grateful. Very, very grateful.
Alright. Well, where is she?
She works over at the sin bin now. Her hair's blonde, on top. Broken heart tattoo on the small of her back. Dances under the name Chastity, as if that wasn't a dead giveaway. I want you to understand. I don't want any innocents killed on my account. So if there are other dancers or patrons around, you'll have to lure them away from her. Do it as quietly as you can. No witnesses, please. And be careful using disciplines around the hunter.
Before I go, I had another question.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How did you become kindred?
I'm sorry. I'd rather revel in the present than dwell on the past.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go.
Look who's back. Couldn't stay away, could you?
I had some questions.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about Ash?
Ash. Isaac does so love him. We're like step-siblings, Ash and I. But I think Ash is reckless. He's never been comfortable with what he's become. And he's getting careless.
Another question.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about Isaac.
I adore Isaac. He's the father I never had. Why, if anything happened to him, I'd just end it all. But nothing ever will. Isaac's gifted, a saintly patron of the arts, and the most respected kindred in this city.
Okay, I gotta go. See you later, baby. Alright. Please. Don't like hunters. The only hunter really is one of the guys passing out. And the only hunter Julia really has come into contact was that crazy guy that set that fire. And well, she definitely did not like him. Alright, I gotta remember. That was the sin bin back there. Did I
Yeah, what are you looking for, honey?
Nothing. That must be Bam Bam there, I guess. Not sure. Alright, let's see. Oh, you did get out of the way. Let's see, we got a empty room here. That's locked. Do a quick save. Peep show. Password is required. Center. Status. Window 1 malfunction. Override unavailable. Window 2 operational. Window 3 operational. Parts on order for window 1. Continue. Private. Dirty dog. Okay. Inventory. Let's see. Log file. Chastity. So it looks like Chastity hasn't had too much action going on. Lock it all down. All right. Now that it's locked down, we'll see about, let's see. Let me have a look at my weapons. Wrong key. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out eventually. Been a while since I played, so.
Yeah, what are you looking for, honey?
Me and you in a private room for 10 minutes?
Okay, $200 for 10 minutes. Anything you want, you just gotta make it quick, all right?
Okay, I don't have the cash right now.
Then come back when you do, sweetheart.
Oh, really? Alright. What, I can't talk to her now?
Yeah, you need something else?
Let's get some alone time.
Okay, $200 for 10 minutes. Anything you want, you just gotta make it quick, alright?
Okay, here's the money.
Alright. Just meet me in the Pleasure Palace, the room at the back of the hall. Your time just started.
Alright. Go back and get ready. I'll be there in a second. Don't want any witnesses.
Hey!
Shin Gunto. Okay. Stupid hunter. You're not supposed to be there. Okay, let's see. I paid $200, so.
Well, here we are. You got something specific in mind? Because the clock's ticking, honey.
Give me a couple seconds.
Alright, it's your dollar.
There we go. Had to get something for my money. One hunter taken care of. Wrong door. Let's see. Ah, it's this way. Success with the hunter. Hello.
Look who's back.
You should have a more pleasant expression on your face when you say that, huh? Hello, Velvet.
Couldn't stay away, could you?
About that hunter.
Mm-hmm.
She's dead.
I know. I heard you from here. So you like loud noises, do you? I asked you to be quiet. All you've done is attract attention to yourself. And now you're in my club. You think there's any chance someone might make the connection? I don't know if you've helped or made things worse.
Well, your stupid hunter attacked me. I'm gonna defend myself, of course. I made sure that there were no witnesses. I paid $200 to make sure there were no witnesses. So anyway.
Fine. Apology accepted. Only because no one else got hurt.
Right. Another question?
Mm-hmm.
Not getting anything out of this bitch. What is there to do in Hollywood?
Mingle, sightsee, chat, and me, of course.
Right. I gotta go. Boy, the rewards for all this.
Poor David Hatter.
What? Who?
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel manager. He comes in more often than he would admit. Several years now. Poor dear just can't get a break. I overheard him talking about his new screenplay with one of my girls. It was about secret societies and creatures that found themselves dealing with inner beasts and persecution by elder monsters. Sound reminiscent of something to you?
He's writing a movie about the Obama administration, maybe? Maybe they're making another Share Bears movie. Oh, he's writing about Kindred.
Yes. The details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David, a Kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is?
Death?
Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less-than-silent partner must be executed. I know David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done.
You want me to kill Hatter and his source?
No! I don't think Hatter knows his collaborator is Kindred. You'll have to take David's screenplay, and somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David.
Right. Alright, I'll straighten things out.
David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing. He loves to talk about his craft. I'm sure he'll talk about his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however.
Leave it to me, I'll take care of it.
After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
I don't need your attention, woman. I'll be back. Don't like her. She's annoying. You look familiar. Lucky Star Motel. There's the star.
Deb's back, and she's got a fresh cup of coffee ready to take it into the AM. In case you didn't know it, you're tuned into the Deb at Night Arcade. I'm your lovely hostess. Feel free to fantasize about me all you want. But please don't send any more drawings. The lines are all full, so why don't I provide some of these? Line 3, you're speaking to me.
Sup, Deb?
And what have you been up to tonight, caller? Wink. What's the
David, I guess, has left his laptop in room 3. I found out the password is lichens, but it only has a weird poem on it. See if you can determine the guest's home address. Christoph. Interesting. Now, a side note of trivia, I find it interesting that it's signed Christoph, which is not a common name in the United States. I mean, Christopher is, but not Christoph. But Christoph was the protagonist in the previous vampire game. Hit the wrong key. In the previous vampire game. And, yes, interesting. Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. So, hello, dude.
Night eating you?